Welcome back to Blue Planet War in Heaven for Freespace. Alright, once again, this is going to be in the database, so we'll do another database reading in a couple of missions.
For the attention of Sublieutenant Laporte. Welcome to your new home, Sublieutenant Laporte. I'm Captain Sorensen, and I'm proud to call the Indus mine. I'm glad that you made the decision to join up with my ship and crew. I'm also aware that you come with high recommendations from Captain Telfer, so I know that you will serve this ship with distinction and valor. In the wake of Steele's massive raid against Earth, GTVA forces have largely withdrawn to Jupiter sector to resupply and regroup. Raids against Earth sector continue, but for the most part, Second Fleet is under only limited strategic pressure. Fleet Admiral Natreba is in conference with Fleet Admiral Calder of the Jovian Rim Fleet survivors, and by all indications it looks like some major operation is about to commence. I'll leave you under the care of your squadron leader. I believe you two have met?
Wait a minute. We transferred to Second Fleet Mars and to the Indus, specifically to join up with Lorna Simms. I can't believe they let that transfer go through. Alright, let's continue.
Simms here. We've been introduced before. Welcome to the Indus. I'm sorry I wasn't on deck to see you in. I read over your jacket. You're clearly a skilled pilot, if still a little green. I need that talent to rebuild this squadron. I want to make it clear that things operate differently here in 2 Fleet. The Martian military has a reputation for rowdiness and vivacious behavior. This reputation is well earned, but it doesn't mean you can be insubordinate without consequence. It's esprit de corps, not poor discipline, that keeps 2 Fleet running. There are only a few veteran pilots left on the Indus, so don't worry if we don't go crazy over the arrival of you and your fellow replacements. We're at the front lines. We've seen a lot of faces come and go. Don't expect a shiny badge or a badass squadron name. We're out here to do our jobs, not to fly air shows. Welcome aboard.
Alrighty.
Hey, Laporte. I just got word of your transfer to the Indus. You may remember me from the Nauticus incident. I'm de facto squadron leader aboard the Yangtze, since our CAG is a psychological casualty. Lorna Simms and I go way back. Admiral Natreba is about to select forces for a big joint operation against the GTVA. 2 months ago, the Indus was the best frigate in 2 Fleet, and Lorna Simms was a rising star. She got that job because 5 officers before her couldn't hack it. But the last few weeks have really wrecked her. The Indus Air Wing has been running a 400% casualty rate. Simms and Flight Lieutenant Levi are about the only 2 left from the original squadron. Replacements show up and die almost daily. Word has it that Lorna doesn't give her pilots call signs anymore, just numbers. The crew chief says she's banned the flight deck from painting names on their ships. I think all the new pilots have turned into one long red blur for her. Worse, I think she prefers it that way, and all those rooks can tell. It's killing morale.
And you're telling me the rook this why?
I want the Indus flying alongside the Yangtze if we do go for a big strike, and I want her pilots eager to follow their captain. But Admiral Natreba will never choose a sick ship for his new task force. Do me a favor. See if you can shake Simms up. I've attached a personality profile that might help you out. I hope you get a chance to review it. Cordially yours, Lieutenang Ng'mei.
Oh, that's why. Federation Pilots Reference, Kentauroi Interceptor. Ultra-high performance interceptor and precision strike craft. Massively variable hull geometry. High afterburner velocity with good sustainability, capable of reverse thrust. Mounts rapier cannon for anti-fighter attack and precision paveway bombs on external racks for strikes against heavily defended targets at long range. Survivability inside beam and flak envelopes is low. Pilots transitioning to the Kentauroi from the Ulan Space Superiority Fighter are advised to practice with simulator modules and attain hands-on experience before combat. Be advised that simulator modules have a known discrepancy with control layout in the latest Block 2 Kentaurois. Well, fix them, damn it! Alright, let's go to whatever our first mission is.
Yo, Laporte, out of the bunk, into the hall, let's go.
The intervention.
I hear you and the other new transfers have been bitching about the lack of training sorties. I get that. I mean, if I didn't know this ship flew a couple dozen sorties a day off a slot deck, overworking a deck crew that gets 4-hour sleep shifts and hasn't had a leave day in almost 9 weeks, I'd be bitching for more flight time too. And I just assume you don't know all that. Anyway, today's your lucky day, Laporte. I'm taking you out for some hands-on time with your Kentauroi. Get used to the cockpit, the new avionics, all that. Sound good?
Oh, God.
I already had the deck fit out your Kentauroi with weapons packages. We'll jump out, putter around, and come back. It'll give you a chance to get a feel for the interceptor and its weapons. The Yangtze is handling a Jump 5 alert for this sector, so if anything goes wrong, expect Flight Lieutenant Ng'mei and her wingman to come charging to the rescue as usual. I know you've had a couple discipline problems in the past. Your record says your last wing leader was your uncle, of all people. Consider this a chance to impress me with those earthborn manners of yours, alright? Let's go.
Retrieving personal...
Your goal is to jolt Captain Simms out of her guilt-fueled death spiral. In my experience, Simms responds well to confidence and plain talk. But if you're too by the book, she'll just ignore you. If you can demonstrate intelligence or experience, she'll listen. But failing that, she does some of her best thinking when angry. Just don't patronize or disrespect her or her abilities. And while she responds to honest emotion, don't get too empathetic. She hates that.
Empathic.
If you criticize her professionally, not personally. The worst thing you can do is convince her you're an idiot. She'll tolerate a surprising amount of insubordination as long as it's going somewhere. Once you've raised the topic, don't back down.
Primary objective, speak to Simms. Secondary objectives, familiarize yourself with the Kentauroi. Alright, so we're locked into the Kentauroi. Let's commit.
Indus Control, this is Alpha 1. Outbound for a training run. Pass my regards to Captain Sorensen.
Oh, I'm on autopilot.
And don't get into any trouble while I'm away, alright?
Roger that, Lorna. Traffic out there is light today. Steele must be resting his crews. The net does have a few intermittent contacts, so be careful with the Cubs.
Your ship's slave to mine for the moment, Rook. Get ready to jump.
I don't even have control of my targeting scanners. Whoa, hello. Control restored. Wow, that thing's fast. Long duration, too. Choose your approach. Flirtatious, emotional, aggressive, direct.
Alright, Rook. Welcome to the Block 2 Mod 1 Kentauroi.
We'll go with direct.
You're that ship's brand new throttle stick interconnect, so treat her well.
She's a beauty. Stroke the stick and she jumps like a twitchy colt.
Jink around. Get a feel for her. Don't forget to kick in the reverse thrust. We use that for saber dancing. You've even got reverse afterburners. Put the throttle in reverse and kick the burners to try them out.
I like the ship. Marks a nice symbolic break from First Fleet, don't you think, sir?
Your transfer request made it quite specific that you had some problems with First Fleet. Is Second Fleet living up to your expectations, Sub-Lieutenant?
I have high hopes for my time in Second Fleet, sir. If all goes well, I'm hoping to hit back against the Tevs. Maybe make a real difference in this war.
Don't get your hopes up, Sub-Lieutenant. I've heard those same words from a lot of lips.
Oh boy.
I heard that kind of fatalistic talk in First Fleet, sir, but I didn't expect it from you. Have conditions changed aboard the Indus since you intervened at Riza?
We've lost a lot of pilots over the last few weeks. It's not a topic appropriate for this sortie. Focus on your instruments, pilot. Alright, pilot, let's wrap this sortie up. Get a feel for the ship and let me know if you have any special requests.
Sir, I have serious concerns about morale aboard the Indus. The other rookies believe you're holding them at arm's length because you expect them all to die.
Laporte, in case it somehow wasn't clear, this is a military unit and you will behave like a flight officer. You are not in charge of rookie morale.
This is urgent, sir. If you don't seriously reconsider your attitude towards your new pilots, you're going to push the Indus's casualty rate up towards 500%.
You know what? You're really pissing me off, Laporte. You act like discipline is just a set of guidelines. You lecture me about command attitude. Did your uncle treat you like some kind of princess? Is that the problem?
You know what pisses me off, sir? Waste. You've lost so many pilots that the only way you think you can survive is by detaching yourself. Well, we can all tell you're resigned to our deaths. and that kills people.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Sublieutenant, go on. Tell me how you really feel.
Demand better performance or critique specific behavior.
Does every captain in Second Fleet run her squadron like an assembly line for faceless cannon fodder? You don't even learn most of the new pilots' names.
Whoa, knock it off. Jump flash, tally bandits, 2x2, 12 clicks.
That looks like 16 clicks, there,
Thanks.
Captain.
Gunship killers. An Aurora must have tracked our jump and vectored them in. We're in trouble.
4-2, and they're Wolfpack pilots. As good as us, probably. I thought I'd seen the worst with those SOC pilots.
Stay frosty, too. It's gonna take too long to recharge and get a nav fix, so I'm gonna call for backup. You've handled worse.
1. Last time I did this, I was flying with wingmates I knew in a ship that fit like a glove.
Stay calm, too, and do exactly what I say. Forget going for kills. Just evade. I'm going to grab 2 of them and keep them occupied until backup arrives.
Okay, those boys coming
If you need cover at any point, just yell.
Weapons failure.
Stay with me, damn you.
Sims, I'm getting red lights under Master Wet Act Av, and my triggers are locked up.
They gave you that bird? Gods. Okay, Laporte, stay loose. You've got a rapier feed problem and the safeties went a bit overboard. I need you to select AVAC, bus, and then cycle module 1.
1, 2. Feed me some TAC data, I'm tumbleweed.
TAC data feed open. 1 inbound. I'll clear your 6.
Done. I've got primaries back.
Alright, forget the Timteo warning and help me out. Damsel in distress, huh? Turning and burning. Damsel in distress, huh? Turning and burning.
You said that already.
Lorna, it's Karen. Just got your call. On our way in.
Rest easy, Indus jocks. Give us 2, and we'll slot these little pricks. Gunship killer's my ass.
My guy jumped.
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Laporte, if you call Fox every time you shoot an aspect missile, I'm gonna frag you myself.
That was tense.
Raids like this have been going off all month. Their Auroras slip in, track your jumps, and call in the Nicks. You were courting danger going out like this, Simms.
Check it out, Karen. I kept a rook alive through her first mission. Reminds me of our first time out together.
Lorna, I cannot quite tell if you're kidding or not, but I'm sure Laporte here appreciates the effort. That's 2 you owe me, Arthur. 1 here, 1 for the Nauticus.
I tried to pass your suggestion on, Flight Lieutenant Ng'mei. Apparently 2 Fleet isn't as informal as suggested.
Oh, god damn it.
Your suggestion? Why don't you come to me directly next time you've got a problem with my command style, Flight Lieutenant Ng'mei? Instead of throwing sock puppets my way.
The Indus needs to solve her own problems if she's going to be picked for this big op. I want you flying with us, Lorna. Besides, the Yangtze's got trouble enough of its own for me to handle.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it in mind. Maybe show the newcomers a little love. With luck, this batch will stick around longer than the last.
Great. Always happy to play go-between for the Second Fleet's alpha females. Captain Simms, if this was a first date, you've got a poor choice of venue.
This better not turn into some kind of running joke, Laporte. Natriba cracks down on chain of command romances like a gorilla's hammer, and I'm on thin ice as it is with the casualty rate.
Romances? Do you hear that, Karen? Forbidden love is in the air.
Oh, god damn it.
Great. My job security is in the hands of a First Fleet transfer, a notorious gossip, and the Federation's only spacefaring pig. Laporte, let's get back to the Indus before he builds up any more steam.
Take care, you two. Watch the beams.
I think we passed. Secondary objective complete. Return to the Indus. We'll find out.
Laporte, get your skinny ass out of that cockpit. I'm debriefing in the locker room.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna close down our briefing closet for a 2-pilot debrief. Lieutenant Levi's in there showing off his ACM footage anyway. Get that zipper for me? Thanks. Okay, we did good out there. Didn't lose anyone. Burnt some fuel. Rattled some Tev raiders. Good for morale. You can fly. I like that. Need good flyers for our next big op. Look. I appreciate the pointers about my command attitude. You're getting the hang of the Martian style, and what's more, you're probably right. I'm sick of making new friends and then losing them, but these guys need a leader. But keep in mind, rank matters, even in 2 Fleet. One more outburst like that, whether Karen's behind it or not, and you'll be in the brig for insubordination. Granted, it'll only last about 10 minutes because I'll need you to fill out the roster, but yeah, okay, you get it. You like the Kentauroi? Yeah, thought so. That afterburner. Wham! Beautiful kick. Beta Wing chased off an Aurora shadowing us. He must have traced our jump out and passed it to those Nicks. Steel puts the pressure on every damn inch of the fleet, and we're not even his primary goal. Right. Look. One more thing. I'm pretty flattered by your attentions. But we've got to sort something out. Don't get me wrong. I'll tumble a pilot off another ship as fast as the next woman. But in the same squadron, that's a no-go. So, I'm afraid you're getting shot down at least once today, Laporte. No more schoolgirl flirt after missions. Towel. Nice. Okay. Laporte, you keep all that shit straight. I'll get in real tight with the new pilots. We got ourselves a squadron and a ship. Nice doing business.
No more flirting. Now let me debrief you in the shower. Okay. Personal log, Noemi Laporte. Sometimes, in the course of one's duty, a pilot receives orders that are hard to follow. But we execute them swiftly and efficiently, don't we? So I gave Captain Simms her towel. Ugh. Alright. No kills, 1 assist. Bring our all-time total to 28 with 3 assists. So this has been The Intervention, the 8th mission of Blue Planet War in Heaven for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming, signing off.